What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. I feel like the most important thing to go over today is the S&P 500 specifically, because we've seen a massive correction right now back down to bottom support. This was the, pretty much what we called over the past couple of days, if not over the past, I'd say week or so. We've been talking about the fact that we hit a resistance, we've become overbought. And this is due to break downwards with anticipation of retesting 4160, this price floor right here, or breaking through that retesting moving average, which is exactly where we've now come back down to. So this is actually quite exciting. I'm excited specifically to see the price of the S&P 500 move back down. A lot of people might be wondering, well, why would you be happy to see prices going downwards? Well, if you think about it, the price of the price of the S&P 500 has done this, an extremely bullish major swing to the upside here, and you can see the price level that we're out took a very long time to get there, and we've now managed to correct all the way back down to it in just a few days. You can see the last time we were at a level as low as 50 on the RSI was right here. This is where 50 on the RSI was. You can see right here, this same level right here is the same level we're at right now. So you can see that we've now managed to come all the way back down to the same 50 on the RSI, which was the same time here. Prices were at 3,900 points. Now we're currently trading at 4,100 points. So you can see it's a 200-point difference, giving us so much more room now to head back to the upside here, becoming overbought. I do believe maybe today, in the next couple of days, we might see prices do something like this, where the prices continue to correct downwards, kind of stagnate on here, and then start to rally up higher, and then we will be breaking through this resistance, honestly lowering ourselves from the 50 on the RSI that we're at, maybe down to 40, which is also really exciting. This is typically the correction that we see when we're overbought. We usually pull back down to about 38 to 40 on the RSI here, if not maybe even lower, but I do believe support right here is going to hold, so I'm excited with that. Now, what's also interesting too is besides the S&P pulling back down, we've noticed most of the cryptos here have found its support, which is extremely exciting and good news. I was really worried that yesterday, being Monday, would really open up a can of worms, and we might actually be falling lower than where we expected, because the S&P started to fall, quite substantially here. With the S&P correcting downwards like this, thought maybe it would influence these cryptos to head even lower, and that's not at all what happened. We actually held support, which is extremely exciting and good news, meaning that these cryptos have bottomed off short term here. And even though, we bought in on these cryptos and we thought maybe we'd start to see a lower correction here, we haven't actually retested our, our stop loss here. So we do have trades open here that have pretty much just been kind of consolidating here. And there's a good chance now that we might start to lift up in the next couple of days here. Obviously, I could be totally wrong and we could be breaking lower, and it would set us into extreme oversold and hit our stop loss. But things don't look too bad right now, and that's what's getting me excited. But with all that being said, guys, today's video is brought to us once again by MARGEX, a continued sponsor here on the channel. As you guys know, MARGEX is a reliable way to trade Bitcoin with up to 100x leverage, designed by traders and for traders. As you guys know, within this bear market, lots of people lose money, but MARGEX offers ways to actually earn cryptocurrency passively, as well as, actively within cryptocurrency on their exchange here, which we're going to go over at the end of today's video, which is super exciting here. They also offer their specific and unique MP Shield system, which allows you guys to not actually get liquidated, unlike other exchanges, which is also pretty cool. So more information about MARGEX will be at the end of today's video. With that all being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's jump into today's episode. Super quick, guys, before we dive into the technical analysis, once again, I just dropped a video yesterday on my second channel here, on my finance channel called Hayden Schreier, my name. We're about to hit 700 subs, but I did drop a video which talked about how the feds just screwed 75% of the middle class and why you should start saving. It's quite an interesting video. I highly recommend you guys check it out. Link to this video is down in the description below, so make sure, or to this channel is down in the description below, so make sure to go check it out. But without further ado, diving into the technical analysis, you can see top 10 cryptos. We are actually starting to kind of consolidate and swing back up, which is exciting here. So you can see we're up 1.66%. Overall, the top 10 cryptos in the past week have been down. This is expected, anticipated, and we made, it makes sense that it was going to happen here. We expected to see correction after we broke bearish from these ascending fractals here with Ethereum's ascending fractal, XRP's ascending triangle. We have Bitcoin's ascending fractal. We closed below supports. We expected to see a correction. We're also retesting extreme overbought, or retesting that overbought level, which was another sign of correction back to the downside here. So that's why we're seeing these double-digit corrections right now. But we are starting to see prices rise on the daily, and that's what's exciting here. So we'll look at the S&P 500 first and see how it ties into crypto. But as you guys know, typically when the S&P 500 moves, it usually has a pretty substantial influence over the major cryptocurrencies. But because we had the weekend, the S&P was closed, we didn't actually see what was going to happen until yesterday on Monday to see what we were, expecting to move to. And this was by no means shocking or unexpected. If you guys have been following the channel, you would know that the S&P 500 has actually retested or come back to the upside here, retesting a major resistance. As I scroll back in the past, you can see where we've used this green band as a means of support. 1 time, 2 times. You can see here resistance. You can see also here major resistance. So the fact that we came back up to retest this was a lot riding on the fact that we were probably going to reject and correct lower. There's a lot happening right here. Not only do we have the price ceiling, but the actual price of the S&P 500 was becoming overbought on the relative strength indicator. You can see we've had for quite some time now an uptrend here in blue since, honestly, June 17th, an uptrend in blue that's been holding up very well. And we know that when we retest it, we typically see a pretty substantial rally to the upside here. Unfortunately, we've reached the max point of that level here before entering overbought, while also hitting resistance here, which is a sure sign of correction. Now, this healthy pullback is necessary for the price of the stock market as well as cryptocurrency to head back up higher. This is probably the lowest point we're going to go to. Now, the market's open in about an hour, so I don't know. But like I said earlier today, there's a chance that we are going to consolidate for the rest of the week like this, and then eventually actually start to rally up higher. Once again, you can see we're back inside what typically is the sideways channel that has about a week of consolidation. We might see that same thing happen. And honestly, I would not be worried to see that happen at all. This consolidation would allow us to lower ourselves more so on the moving average, or sorry, on the RSI, giving us more room for the next pump, which means the next time we retest this resistance, we won't be overbought. We'll probably be closer to 60 on the RSI with plenty of room to head up even higher like that. So I'm excited. You can see this is not something unusual. This happens all the time on the S&P 500. Every single time on this uptrend here from November of 2020, we've had rallies, we correct, rallies, correct, and it's a consistent wave of uptrend here. And the reason this happens is because we hit overbought, and we need to correct downwards. Then we hit overbought again, we correct downwards. And it's a consistent pattern here, but inevitably heads to the upside over and over and over again, which is exciting. Now you can see, because we're coming to the bottom here, it appears that these cryptos have already bottomed out. They've already hit their bottom. So they're waiting for the S&P now to head back lower. And what this means is, and as you guys know, we do have trades that we've updated on Patreon for XRP and Bitcoin, specifically where we've hit bottoms here. We've hit this bottom. We've become, nearing oversold here. And this is now causing consolidation. Consolidation typically, has a pretty substantial run to the upside after that. We had major volume. We talked about the ripple effect here. There's a good chance that this is probably it, but we are going to start to rally up higher. Once the S&P kind of cools off and we find our footing, we should be able to rally up higher, whether or not that's right where we're currently at, retesting this green and red band, or if we have a little bit lower to go and then head up higher. Regardless, we did have a bullish cross, a golden cross on the S&P, which is a surefire sign that we are going to be heading up even higher very soon. So I'm also looking for a rally like this to happen within XRP very soon. I believe we're not going to be breaking through this bottom support. If we do close fairly low at 32 cents here, we could short this back down to 30 cents here. But ideally, there's a good chance we're going to stay above here and rally up higher. And that goes for Ethereum and pretty much all these cryptocurrencies too. Ethereum as well has hit a bottom here. Lots of uncertainty, lots of consolidation, now floating at about 40. 42 on the RSI. This consolidation is most likely going to cause a rally to the upside, but we know, just in case, we do have stop losses tight, and if we break through this, we would flip to a short because we know that it won't just kind of dip like this and head up, it's going to immediately correct down to bottom support, the next level here. Same thing applies with Bitcoin. Bitcoin just bounced off oversold. This is the surefire sign that we're not really going to be heading much lower here. So the fact that we've now bottomed off and hit bottom support, there's a good chance now that we're going to consolidate as we're doing and head up even higher to retest top resistance at about 24 to 25K. Quite exciting. Otherwise, guys, that is going to wrap up today's update video. With that being said, I do have more information about MARGEX with you, though. All right, guys, I want to give a huge shout out to MARGEX for sponsoring today's episode. As with all cryptocurrency projects, please do your own research and never invest anything you can't afford to lose. So, guys, MARGEX's goal is to provide traders with a world-class user experience, a fair, secure, and easy-to-use trading platform with the highest class of financial technologies in the world. Now, as you guys know, a lot of traders are currently losing money on the falling markets. And as we know, the cryptocurrency market is unpredictable, and the bear market could take a long time before the next bull market. So how can you actually earn profits in a bear market? Well, MARGEX allows you to diversify your trading strategy by trading on MARGEX and utilizing the long and short positions. Now, for those that don't know, MARGEX is the go-to cryptocurrency trading platform for thousands of traders who prefer having full control over their trades, as well as transparency and security. This means you do not need to go through KYC either to sign up. MARGEX also has a unique software called MP Shield, and it is a system that protects traders from illiquidity and price manipulation, like the flash price crashes that liquidate short or long positions, often conducted on competitor platforms. Not only does MARGEX offer ways to make money in a bear market, but they even have an exclusive bonus to try leverage trading without any risk involved, which means you can access much more capital and increase your profitability. Keep in mind, leverage trading involves risks, and the amount you leverage is obviously multiplied. So even if you can profit 10x, you can also lose 10x on a trade. And that's why if you don't feel confident enough yet to actually use leverage, then you can obviously trade with small amounts. And the minimum deposit on MARGEX is only $10, and the minimum trade size is only $1. What's cool is MARGEX users can also pick between cross margin and isolated margin for each trade. Cross margin shares the trader's available balance among all open leverage positions that use cross margin. And to open a trade using cross margin, simply head to the order submission menu and click on the leverage method used, either using the pen or by scrolling all the way to the left using the slider. Now, what makes MARGEX so unique is you will never find any hidden commissions on MARGEX, and all deal indicators are on screen and available in real time. Additionally, it's possible to use 10 cryptocurrencies as a deposit option, and MARGEX offers Bitcoin, USDT, USDC, DAI, Ethereum, Chainlink, Wrapped Bitcoin, and USDP as available collaterals on the platform. Now, for new users, they have a $100 free promo code that allows you to trade without risk, and you can also try out different trading strategies. So make sure if you want the promo code bonus to check the links in the description of today's video. Now, the registration process at MARGEX is also easy and fast, which means you'll be able to start trading ASAP. The airdrop will be available for 14 days and can be used as collateral for trading, and the promo code adds $100 to the airdrop balance, known as AirUSD. Keep in mind, the promo code is valid until August 31st of 2022, and the airdrop and trading profits cannot be transferred to your MARGEX wallet. So guys, for more information about MARGEX, make sure to check out the links down in the description of today's video, where you can also find the promo code. Otherwise, shout out to MARGEX for sponsoring today's episode. So always make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.